What's up, Grow Fam? It's Wednesday.
Hey,
Once again, it's Wednesday, the middle of the week. We all need that little something to get us through the rest of the week, right? I don't know, but today's Wednesday. It's another Whalen Wednesday on Grow Fam. What's up, Grow Fam? How's it going, everybody? It's Wednesday once again. Switching audio tonight. Yeah, so tonight, okay, we're good to go. Grow Fam Wednesday, Whalen Wednesday. What's up, Grow Fam? Getting that middle of the week going on right now. We're going to have a little sesh. We're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. We're going to give away Grow Fam box tonight. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Whalen Wednesday, powered by Grow Fam. All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome to Wednesday, everybody. Whalen Wednesday on Grow Fam. We are on the Indoor Farmer Rumble channel as well. If you guys are interested in Rumble, ask me about that. But yeah, happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy midweek sesh. It's time to maybe, we'll have some fun and maybe find some information out at the same time. All right, everybody. Hello. What's going on? It's Wednesday night again, and I'm knocking stuff over my big feet. What's going on, guys? It is Wednesday. Like I said, it's March 6th, 2024. We Grow Wednesday. Let's get it going, guys. The Indoor Farmer, we over here at, the Maccabees Live Market, we like to try to keep it organic. Look at this, guys. We got a new shirt. Got a new shirt today. I'm going to show it off. I got another new shirt, but I'll have to wear that a different day because today's shirt kind of goes right along with today's theme, and that is organic, sustainable, all along that path. So what I want you guys to do is really give me a hand with the help here because I didn't get a chance to do a lot of sharing and tagging. So we need to share and tag and get lots of friends in here. And what we're going to do is we actually have 2 giveaways tonight. We've got 1 pack of 34 Mongrels genetics, and we've also got a $50 gift card coming from FOOP. So before we get too far, though, I saw Margaret asking. No, Margaret, I'm still not 100%, so I'm not there, but I'm okay. I'm all right. It's like a weird, I don't know, in and out. I don't even know what's going on. A little bit of nausea. That's all I'm feeling, But we're gonna get through it, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna give some stuff away, and we're at 14 now. And Rumble, shouts out to Rumble. We are actually live with the Rumble in the chat, including the Grow Fam Rumble in the chat. So I want to point that out real quick. We got Margaret on the Rumble. We got Eric on the Rumble. Look at that. The chat on the screen. So I don't think Rumble's seen this, or I don't think Grow Fam has seen it yet, unless you guys have seen my last couple of shows. So it's pretty fun. See you guys on the screen. There you go. Look at that. It's weird. It's not like fully there yet, but I know that's where it's from. So that's all you guys need to know. But there's something that I'm going to show you guys here in a minute that I'm excited about. Let me see. Oh, I need to put that up. We've got our chat. We're going to put our chat on the screen, and I'm going to play. I'm kind of just killing just a couple minutes here until it's 7:10. We're about 7:10 right now, Mountain Time, guys. So cheers to anybody that's got something, a little bit of concentrate medicinals, or I guess you can do some flour on 7:10. I guess I'll let you. But yeah, here we go. Now I got that. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's bring up tonight's guest, guys. I think we're sitting there around 30 people here. We're going to get some more people in here for sure. But I'd like to get a few in here before we show you who we're bringing on. It's in the title, but I also do a little something. Here you go. Okay, obviously messed up with the the silly. Well, look, we got your logo on the cover, so we're gonna be showing it off here in a second. So apologize for that. What's funny is we're on Grow Fam, guys, and I don't know if a lot of people saw this because I had the owner of Grow Fam, Ash, Ash and Dreadful, but I had Ash on my show on a Monday, and I pulled up an intro that I had labeled with his name on it, and it was a whole totally different person. So hey, it is what it is. But I got your name right. Sankoty Sustainables. Hello. Thank you. I wasn't sure if you wanted me using your name, so I thought I would just.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I always wait to see what they put. I'm like, I'm interested to see what their name is going to be on there. So thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
That was last week's intro that I accidentally had some of it still on there. But you know what? I think that what you're doing is so much so connected to what we do here at Grow Fam that I thought instantly before we even talked, I was like, yeah, that's someone I got to talk to, because what you do is sort of one of the links in the chain. It's not necessarily the person, in the dirt, in the soil with the plant, and it's not necessarily someone just out there trying to find a healthier product. You're in the middle there, and I thought that was really cool because we got to see that whole process. I'm rambling a little bit. We're gonna hear you talk in a minute. We're trying to amp up. We're gonna get this people some giveaways, but help us share it out, guys. Let's see some tags and likes. I'm gonna pull up the chat here on the screen. Wait, let me see if we can do this. I'll fix it. There we go. Chat right there on the screen. Cool. Excellent. I'm going to actually get the hashtag going and stuff because I want to hear a little bit about just the background and everything, and kind of what your idea behind it was and why you kind of got into it, that kind of thing. Because everybody usually has a story of why they kind of go into organic or sustainable, So definitely want to hear about that. I want to see. We got 11 likes, guys. Come on, let's get those likes going. And let's get some people in here. I guess let me make sure that we're live everywhere. There we go. Yeah, 0 on the homestead. That is, 8. Okay, yeah. It's weird. You never know. Like the Facebook algorithm, you'll know like week to week, you will know whether it works or not, because literally within 10 minutes, there'll be 50 people. And it's like, that is so much so a difference that that it's a difference on whether like there's the floodgates are open or not, like on the algorithm side of things. It's so funny. That's an obvious thing. Hey, what's up, Terry, over there on the Rumble? Hello. You guys can see it on the screen now, though. You can see Terry's comment, and you can see that it's from Rumble with that Rumble logo there. And Nikki, I don't know if you know this, but we're actually live on Facebook in two different places on Facebook. We're live in
That's
two different
sweet.
places on YouTube. We're live on Twitter, what's called X now. We're live on Rumble in two different places, which is a lot like YouTube, but a little bit better. And then also Kick, which is a little bit like Twitch.
I think
So,
I think you have increased my social media presence by like 500%.
well, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. So
Which is good as a business owner, but personally, like this is the part of my business I struggle with the most is social media and being that person out in front. I have no problem talking to customers, but doing it online, I don't know, for some reason, it's not going to go away, right? Like you're going to find my guest later.
Yeah. Well, and I think to your point, you don't have to be the person that's making shows like I'm doing, but you can just try to get more comfortable with being a guest on places because you do have a little bit of a unique take on things, and in the future you're definitely going to be put in front of a camera at some point. It used to be that you would be worried more about like the local news is going to come by to take a to do a story, like that's just not much of
they did 1 year when I was at the winter market, the riverfront. I got a, 10 seconds.
Nice. Okay. Well, that actually was where we met at the
a year later market. We met the next year. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, that was this year's winter market, and Rumble. This is the flag. It's supposed to look like a flag. There's they're not. They don't have it fixed yet, but anyway. So guys, definitely this is right up our alley here at Grow Fam. A lot of people in Grow Fam are so into this kind of thing, but we just don't know where to start.
Right.
So let's hear it. Let's hear it from the beginning. I'm gonna try to shut up, and I'm gonna light up a little bit of a dab if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Over here. We're gonna do some medication with our Grow Fam friends. Go ahead. What'd you say?
We started. It was just one step. That's all. I started feeling just realizing how much stuff that we had, especially that would go into landfills, whether it was plastic, toys from McDonald's, straws, all those things. And I've got 2 kids, so I thought there's got to be a better way. And I thought about the zero waste movement and kind of got into trying that and realized I was failing and it was going to cost a lot of money because they said, throw out all of your chemicals and cleaners and stuff and go find all this new sustainable stuff or make all of this new sustainable stuff yourself. And that's not realistic for my family. And so I finally, after I got unfrozen from that, I decided, I can do one thing and one thing will reduce waste. So what is one thing that I could do? And I started out by making my own foaming hand soap. Took me 3 minutes. Really proud of myself. It was Castile soap and water and essential oil in a foaming hand soap pump. You can do it yourself. And I thought, this is really great. What's the next thing I can do? Because that took me 3 minutes and I succeeded. So what's the next?
Whoa. I'm sorry. Where did you where did you come up with it? Like, did you look at it on Pinterest?
Pinterest. It was a Pinterest win.
Yes. Okay.
And so it's 1 part Castile soap to 3 parts water in a foaming hand soap bottle. Yeah,
those bottles are interesting. They can make not like soap that's not really meant to be a foaming soap. You put that in there, and you can,
Yes, because it's all about the pump you use, not about the bottle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I started out with the soap, and then I moved on to. I think I moved on to toilet fizzies next. I have these toilet fizzies. They're just cubes, and you plop one in. It's like a bath bomb for your toilet. I say plop, plop, fizz, fizz, scrub, scrub. And I thought, oh, look, my toilet is clean. And I didn't use harsh chemicals. And I didn't, I'm sensitive to synthetic fragrances. So bathroom cleaners give me headaches usually. And so when I made my own, I thought, this is great. What's the next thing I can do? And I learned about laundry powder and I thought, oh, that's really hard making my own laundry powder. But I really like my Kirkland's brand. I really like Tide or All Free and Clear and all that. And actually then once I found a recipe that I liked and I made it, it took me, 5 minutes in a food processor and my clothes got clean, and I thought, oh, I can do this. And so really, once I did a couple of things, then I thought, well, we don't have one of these around Peoria. I kept looking, and the closest ones we have, I learned, are Jacksonville, Springfield, Chicagoland. And I thought, well, the Peoria area definitely needs a store like this. And I started looking into building my own store or like renting a space. And a friend of mine told me how much that was going to cost. And this was, of course, during the pandemic. And I was like, there's no way I have that money. And a friend of mine, when we were talking about it, she said, you know what, just pop up a tent at a farmer's market. It'll cost you $20 or $30, and that way you'll get to test your market and see if people like it. And I said, really, you can do that? She said, absolutely. And that's exactly what I did. And here I am.
So that was how long ago?
That was, gosh, that's like 30 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, we're coming up on.
You know what's funny? I've actually talked to people such as yourself without ever caring or even worrying about what the length of time is, because it makes it more interesting, especially if I have you on as a guest, which I've had people where it was a couple of weeks ago, we had a nurse on that had only been doing her own thing for a few months. And it's really nice to see and talk to people who, first of all, by looking or looking at your Facebook page, I wouldn't guess. Like, I'd be like, oh, this is somebody who's probably been doing this for a while, all on her own on the Facebook page without spending a bunch of overhead, and like the building is nice, but it's a big jump.
Right. It's a big commitment. Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. So, guys, okay, 24. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of sharing and tagging. So, guys, please help me out and tag and share, because we want to see. We're going to look at some of her products. She's already showed a little bit, but I'm already interested. The toilet bath bomb. I mean, can I hop in there and take a bath with it? No, I'm just kidding.
No, so, you don't want to do that.
It's okay. I'm going to do a little inhaling here, because I understand that we're keeping it organic over on this side. But let me hear about like some of your other products, if you want to tell us.
Yeah, our biggest sellers are reusable. We call them non-paper towels, cloth towels. So you'll see these a lot on the internet. There's a couple of brands that are major brands that are out there. We have two sizes. So we have the large size and then the small size. The small size, obviously, you can use for napkins. Small kids. My kids use these to clean up messes all the time, cleaning bathrooms. The bigger ones for bigger messes. I wipe up everything with them. And then I throw them in a small garbage can in my kitchen, and then I take them downstairs and wash them when the container gets full with all my other washcloths and dishcloths and stuff. The unique thing about ours is that they're 2-ply, so they're 2 pieces of 100% flannel cotton. If they do get a hole in them, rip, tear, whatever, you can compost them because they're organic cotton, so they don't have to go into a landfill. And a lot of the ones that you'll see online are just one piece of fabric. The reason we like 2 is because they're stronger and more absorbent. The 1-ply, they're so flimsy and you feel like they don't absorb as much, but the 2-ply really absorb a lot.
Yeah, you want
another thing I got into last year. Sorry, that was my dog. Is dish soap bars. Instead of using a liquid dish soap in your kitchen, there's a dish soap bar. So you take your cloth or scrubber, you scrub it on the dish soap bar, and then you wash your dish. Sometimes you also can just put it right underneath the stream of the sink, and then your water will get soapy in the sink too.
Oh, I see. That makes sense, actually, instead of having to use a liquid soap.
Right. If you do like liquid dish soap, in the Wink House in Peoria, and there we have a refillery. And so we have the brand Rustic Strength, which is an all-natural cleaning company. And so we have liquid dish soap there that you can buy. You bring your own jar. And they're the big bottles with the pumps, and you just pump it in, and then they'll weigh it, and you'll pay by the ounce.
Oh, okay. So just, yeah. Okay. I can see that, because instead of, like, we're so used to just the I don't even want to say convenience, but I know that's the right word of having everything in a nice package and bottle with a cool lid, like that alone.
Right.
like the development of like the cool lid with the cap on it,
Yep.
was enough to like cost, and obviously you have with the big company like that, they can lower costs by volume and everything else.
Right.
So we just don't think about the ingredients a lot, and we're starting to. Like, I actually did this side by side where I was looking at. I had purchased a pretty expensive deodorant, Dr. Squatch. You might have seen all those,
Yes.
you know.
Mhm.
And then I also purchased, and they're aluminum free. I also purchased an Old Spice version that is aluminum free, but also uses hemp seed oil, and it actually has cannabis on the stick, which is I thought it was so important, because it's sort of showing that the industry is making a move towards what we want, which is more natural products, and for them to put that on the mainstream, stick for like
Right.
cannabis leaf and stuff, that's pretty huge.
It is.
So I thought I'm going to look into that, but when you look at the ingredients, the Dr. Squatch has like twice the ingredients, and you're like, I don't know why.
Mhm.
So
Right.
would you
Why?
say that a natural or natural version might have more ingredients to make it do the thing that, like, in some cases, or is there any case that you can think of where you have to gather twice as many things in order to make it naturally versus like a chemical that we're used to, like dish soap?
No. From the research I've done, no. The one big thing I found is suffragants. So suffragants are the chemical in your soap that make it sudsy. So sometimes you'll see that natural dish soaps that you make at home will not be as sudsy as your Dawn dish soap, and that's because of what's called suffragants. And some suffragants are natural, and some are not. But it does not have to be sudsy in order to be effective.
Right. So is it a difference in maybe the feeling of soap? I don't know how to describe this. Like,
Well,
some
I think
soaps
it's
feel like they're,
right. I think it's more that we've been trained that bubbles
Mhm.
in a sink or bubbles on your arm, mean that you're getting clean. Soap has to have bubbles. And I mean, I don't think that that's entirely like the evil marketing geniuses of companies trying to teach us that. I mean, we learned that as kids when we rub a dub dub, three men in a tub. Like, we just see the pictures growing up. Like, how do you know you're in the bathtub? Well, there's a picture of a bathtub and bubbles coming out of it. So I just think it's one of those things in our culture that I didn't realize until I started doing the research.
I totally agree. I think it's something that where we like, oh, it's a visual thing. Oh, hey, it's working.
Yes.
You know.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks, Kim. Thanks everybody for the tags and shares. I really appreciate it. We're up to 45 plus 18 on my Rumble. 18 Rumble is rivaling the Facebook. That's what shows you that the floodgates are different. 7 people on my page that I've been working so hard on for so long. Anyway. So we've got about 65 people here, guys. If you want to hit that hashtag, this is going to be for 1 pack of 34 Mongrels. They were so nice to give us extra packs for us to give out more this month than we usually do. So 34 Mongrels Genetics is this month's breeder of the month. And definitely get in on that, because after this one, what's up next is the FOOP $50 gift card to FOOP. Now, I guess I got to ask you some other questions, okay? And these are some more important questions. Do you grow anything?
Do I grill?
Grow. Do you
Oh,
grow?
grow. I only have I have some house plants I'm desperately trying to keep alive at the moment. But I need to replant them, and I'm waiting for the weather to get warmer. So no, I am a very basic plant mom.
That's okay. And that's why, because you're my target demographic, really, is
Yeah.
because, you said trying to keep alive. That means you may have tried before, and, maybe something died on you. So a lot of people will have that discourage them. And what I've seen is that you may not have found the thing that you're good at growing, or whatever. Like, it's sort of, to borrow a term, not in a pun way, but you find a little seedling uh, of joy in it, which is whether that's like, outside doing landscaping in your yard, or if it starts outside and you just love nature, and then you start to you try something like a house plant. I've seen so many times where the house plant gets people so excited, man. I have a local sponsor, shouts out to True Healthcare Wellness over in Peoria. You go into that. Have you been there? You might
No,
have been there. So they're on University in Peoria Street. Peoria. It's funny. It's weird. Usually, I don't get to talk to people that's like, yeah, you know the place over in Peoria. Yeah, it's okay. But anyway, it's a grow shop in Peoria, and it's just full of house plants and cactuses everywhere, and it's a really cool place because he just loves that. And some people just get so excited about house plants, and I'm not one of those. But
we moved a year ago from where we were to where we live now, and we had a deck garden where we had the 10-gallon buckets, and I had plants in the front yard. But now, since we've moved, our house is just not in a good position with the sunlight. So I'm trying to figure out the garden still.
That's where I'm at. I have a bunch of woods behind my house, and they have like taken up the sun from like all day pretty much. Thanks, girl. Yeah, let's get them likes up there. Appreciate that. 17 likes out of the 40 people hanging out. You guys have the ability. There's 20 other people over on the Rumble. If you have the ability to log into Rumble, you get a chance to win twice. I mean, you get the hashtag over there too. Hit that like button on both sides of the Facebook. Go over to YouTube. You got YouTube, 2 different YouTubes: the Grow Fam YouTube, the Indoor Farmer YouTube. Hit them all. Go over to the Grow Fam Rumble. We're live on Rumble and Grow Fam as well. Yeah, appreciate you guys helping us out here. We definitely want to get stuff like this out there, because you guys heard some key points here. It's not a big difference as far as how difficult it is to make something that's more natural and organic. And that was some of the things.
That's what I learned with the laundry powder. I said, oh, it's baking soda, Epsom salt, and washing soda, all those things that you can buy at the grocery store, at Walmart. And you can add your own. Some people add Fels naphtha, some people add borax, but again, you can get all of those at the grocery store, and you will have, and it only, when you make your own laundry powder, it takes a tablespoon, as opposed to using the liquid that, will take a 1/4 cup or half a cup of liquid.
So would you get creative with it and throw some lavender in there?
Sure, yeah, you can definitely scent your own laundry powder. Absolutely.
So once you kind of get into this stuff, and now we got somebody in the audience, I don't know if she's still hanging out, but Smashly, we got Ashley Huffman hanging out. Yeah, I love that more people working up to pay more attention to the ingredients. Yes, she's right up this alley, and I appreciate what she does all the time is very similar, uses of natural ingredients and making things out of it. Like, I'm just getting to the point where I feel comfortable making them look green and healthy. Then I'm like, well, what do I do next? I mean, I had her on the show to talk about what to do with basil, because I have a bunch of basil growing, and I'm like, I don't know, I've been eating it fresh, but I started learning how to hang it and dry it, and then I'm gonna, it just looks so dried up and it's hanging there, and that doesn't look great at all. But then you got to grind it up and make it look like something presentable. And
my friend gave me fresh garlic, and we dried it, and we haven't touched it. So we're learning.
What do I do now? Or do you cook much?
My husband is the cook in our family.
Okay. So there's that aspect. Right.
Yeah. Okay. The cool thing I will have to say about him is, while we do grocery pickup, he did for a couple of weeks ask Walmart, can you please have a no bag option, a no plastic bag option on your grocery pickup? And they said yes. And so now he can check the no bag option. I bring to grocery pickup, I still bring our cloth bags and our cooler, and they load them all in our van, and we don't have to use plastic bags.
That's pretty cool. I mean, as long as we know that it's paper bags clearly are pretty cut and dry, no pun intended. But there's a lot of paper out there that isn't necessarily something you want to put in the ground. like
Right.
stuff that has like different plastics on it and that kind of thing. And I do apologize. I don't think I warned you about the cannabis use, but I don't know if you use cannabis or at all. But we've got everyone out there smoking with me right now.
I do have a favorite brand of CBD oil, and that really helps my anxiety. So I'm all for it. Another product while you're doing that, another product I've been making is dry shampoo. Again, it's one of those that wasn't that hard, but I just kept reading about all these dry shampoos that had been recalled due to carcinogens in the spray from the aerosols, and they'd been recalled because of that. And I was like, well, surely there's got to be a better way. I haven't not perfected the liquid version. There have been many a Pinterest fail from my liquid versions of dry shampoo, but the powder version works fantastic.
Is there a reason to even do that? To go to the
dry
liquid?
Shampoo?
No, like to work on the liquid. I mean,
well, some people really like spraying it into their hair, and it can be a.
I've never heard of that.
Different way to distribute the product into your hair.
I've never heard of someone spraying shampoo.
Yes, but it's a liquid dry shampoo is what they call it. So it's not like the thick cream that you squeeze out of a bottle.
I see. So it's almost like correct me if I'm wrong, but is that almost like a baby powder liquid?
Right. Yeah.
Fine powder. That okay.
Yeah, some people do use baby powder in a pinch when it comes to dry shampoo because it absorbs oils, and that's what you want.
Oh, I've never heard of that actually.
Yeah.
We're learning all kinds of things tonight, you guys. I can't believe everybody's missing out. We got.
Oh yes, and using Kristen makes a good point. Using a makeup brush to distribute the powder works really well too. So, if you've got an old makeup brush at home that's not good for your face anymore, you can totally wash it and use it for your dry shampoo.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you don't want to use the one that you're probably going to be using on your face after that. But I wouldn't. But I'm just me. I wouldn't. Listen, guys, keep your makeup brushes clean out there. Is all I'm going to say.
It is really important because you don't want bacteria and other issues with your makeup.
Well,
putting that all on your skin is gross. I don't hardly wear makeup, so I don't know the last time I actually washed my own brushes. So I need to go take my own.
I honestly like that. I don't think you need it. Like when you are using it too heavily all the time, we've seen this, and I obviously I don't need makeup, but women and men, actors, and all kinds of up and down the scale. If you use it too much, you've got all kinds of skin problems and other issues, and that's why there's that meme. It's like what is it? I forget how it's put, where it shows a woman all kind of broken out. She's like, me after using 8 different kinds of soap on my skin, and then it shows a man, and it's like him after using the same soap that he washes his butt with on his face, and it's like he's looking great. That's because we just let our skin go. But to that point, guys, I actually, oh man, I'm gonna have to look at this. This is the longest I've ever gone. My mom today, guys, literally, I know it might be hard to see with the green screen, but my mom today told me that when I posted a picture of this the other day, she thought it was fake. She did not believe that it was real. She thought it was like Photoshop or something. Like, no, Mom, I'm going anime. I'm going full anime hair. It's really kind of what I'm trying to go with, like it's just. I mean, it's going crazy. And my beard is the longest I've ever had my beard. So I'm going to have to be looking into more like hair products that we use. We actually have our resident Swami, Mr. Master Rochi, he has a show on Mondays, Master Rochi Mondays, shouts out. He makes a beard oil. He makes a bunch of other products as well, but he makes a beard oil that I really like. It's the Master Rochi's beard oil. Hey, what's up, Eric? I don't know. Eric, I'm not sure if that works over there, brother, but we'll give it a shot. I see Eric over there on the Kick. Can see it right between the hashtag up there on the screen. Kick is another new one that I'm kind of working on. It doesn't really get us seen a lot, but hey, you always got to keep another iron in a different fire, right? So speaking of which, that brings us to the business side of things. what made you go, oh, I can make this a business? Like, because it sounds like you kind of did that all very quickly in the beginning.
It was.
Right?
Well, I thought we need something like this in Peoria. My friend said, hey, you can throw up a tent and have some products and see if people are receptive to it. I found it's a lot of educating, and it's a lot of finding the right location for like going to where people are that are looking for these products. So about halfway through my first summer, I got into the Peoria Riverfront Market. And after moving locations within the market, I found my sweet spot. And that's where I've just had a lot of success because people are already there looking for their organic foods and their artisans. And I'm trying to teach people now that, like, you go grocery shopping at the farmer's market, you can get your cleaning supplies too. Come see us. You don't have to go to the farmer's market and then go to the grocery store and get your cleaning products. You can do all of your shopping at the farmer's market.
There's so much there. Actually, man, my mind just explodes with ideas. Like right now, I'm just thinking, what if you went around the farmer's market and you kind of gathered up a few of the vendors, including like the cleaners, and like you kind of cover different like sectors, and then you get like a sort of like a weekly or a monthly. Well, I probably would have to be a weekly because of how short the season is. Mm-hmm. Do like a weekly subscription basket where all 5 of those vendors are in that basket, and you do set up. It's this thing that you'd have to set up, but it's just something that, because cooperation really is the key. I always, and people hear this from me. Some of my regulars out there, shouts out everybody. I'm always looking for a win-win. Right. If it's not a win-win, there's no there's no reason why you can't always make it a win-win. One of the biggest red flags I ever see is when somebody comes to me wanting to just be so helpful, and that's all they're like. I just want, all I'm gonna do is like, the people that are my subscribers. Shouts out theindoorfarmer.locals.com. Those guys, they are part of the community. They're part of the family. Mm-hmm. They're part of this thing that I'm building, and they're all sort of along the ride with me. So when they come to me like with help, it's like I know what they're getting. Right. They're part of the crew, but then you have people that will message you that you never hear, you don't know, never seen the name, and they want to help you. You got to be careful online with the online businesses. So you must be at least somewhat able to like, sift through the BS when they're coming at you online.
Well, I give a big shout out to Sam from Bears Bites, the owner of Bears Bites, and Misty from the owner of Saturday Morning Tea Company. They both have been just incredible resources, and they're both at the market. So I see them every week. There are other people I see at the market every week that I can always ask questions about running a business, or how I should price things. Should I take advantage of this market opportunity or this one? And they'll tell me, oh, we've had success there, or that's not your crowd. So it's been great to really build a community and a network and understanding how that goes. I've done the Small Business Development Center in Peoria as well.
I need to go back there. I haven't gone there. Actually, I talked to them, and it was at a time when I couldn't get there, so I need to get on them again. I
think the funny thing was when I told my mom I wanted to do this, and I asked her if she would make these non-paper towels for me, because my mom can sew anything. She said, you really want me to do this? And I said, yeah. She's like, you really think people are going to buy these? And I said, oh, just watch, they will. And that's our biggest seller, is our non-paper towels, and people learning all the different uses for them. We've got, of course, they change with the seasons. We change patterns up and down, but the ones I had at the beginning are still in use. They might look a little worse for wear, but I don't put them out as my cloth napkins when people come over. I use different, I use different ones. She did make me some 1-ply small ones that we use at school to clean desks every day. We spray down the desks with cleaner, and we wipe the desks so the kids have clean desks. So we do that at school. And at school, I tell you what, I've saved our school so many paper towels, just by using reusable cloths, because I have 15 kids in my class, and if 15 kids use 15 paper towels every day in a school year, that's so many paper towels we've saved.
So you did say something about that earlier, but I didn't elaborate. So you currently still teach?
Well, I work at a small school that is actually a half day school, and so I'm the aide, which means I don't get paid the big bucks, but I get to have all the fun.
Sure.
So
Okay.
that's
So,
my non stress.
right. So you're in teaching, but this is like your, you know, uh, actual baby. You know, the
Right.
bit.
This is what I'm trying to get off the ground and make a full time
Yeah, for
livable
sure.
wage at.
Do you have help with the with manufacturing? Like you do it all yourself, or how does that?
Well, yes. So I do have. I'm about 1/3, no, 2/3 handcrafted, 1/3 manufactured. So manufactured products are anything branded.
Hmm.
So we have like the rustic strength cleaner shampoo bars. I couldn't find any shampoo bars that were handcrafted that I liked, that my hair liked. We have some dish soap bars, some dishwasher pods. We have anything cool that are just so specific that I don't have time to make them, or I don't have time to make them up to the level that I would consider to be good for retail, and that these brands are all very reputable green brands. They're not greenwashing. And then the things I make myself, I do make a dry shampoo, a laundry detergent, the toilet fizzies, the dish soap bar, shower steamers. My mom makes all the towels for my company. She's been an amazing support for that.
I've seen some
And
companies do that where they expand like handmade items, and they expand with more people rather than going to a machine that can do it. And obviously, I think there's other countries that do that a lot, right? But then I think we've done that as well. There's a few stories I can think of in the that have risen up there where we've had companies that would create this. I want to say there's a jean company that's in America that's really trying to raise their name for that similar thing. But yeah, no, I think it's awesome. But I
I
know that.
recently found a toothpaste
Oh,
bites recipe I want to try. Whereas all the I didn't find it until recently, and it was actually made by a dentist.
huh.
Recipe was created by a dentist, so I thought, well, this has to be legit. So I do want to try that. The toothpaste bites I currently sell are manufactured.
So,
Also.
but okay, I don't know if I heard that one. Toothpaste bites, so it's like a
Yes, they
tube.
look like little breath mints. And
Right.
instead of squeezing on a tube, because do you know how many tubes are in landfills? Millions every year
The
of
tubes, and they're such a
toothpaste
thick
tubes.
plastic too, like a
Yes,
hardy plastic. Yeah.
yes. And so instead of using a liquid toothpaste, you have these toothpaste tabs. They look like breath mints. You pop one and you chew it up, and you get your brush in there. And the ones I sell, especially, they do foam and they feel more like toothpaste. It kind of depends. You can get your chalky toothpaste bites. You can get your foaming toothpaste bites. They kind of it's really based on texture for you, what you want in a toothpaste bite.
Hmm.
But they're
So,
great for camping and traveling because they're not a liquid. So when you go through the airport, no problems, no liquid.
what's up, Alan? What's up, everybody? Appreciate you all helping out. What's up, Valerie? So the chalkiness I can imagine, because like in the military, they teach you that like the charcoal, from a fire can actually be used to
Mhm.
clean your teeth and
Yes.
different things like that. And it's just like, it may not be pleasant, but if it's a natural, more healthy way, I think we all know what you're talking about with those tubes all the time. It's crazy. But yeah, I could see trying that. It'd be interesting.
Well, I
Why
have
don't we
samples.
have CBD
Next
in our
time
in
you
our
come see me at a market, I've got samples.
why don't we have CBD in our toothpaste? What's going on out there, guys? Guys, get on that. Where's
I mean, we
rest
got
of the
CBD and everything else, right?
yeah, why not? They got the bath bombs and such. So yeah, I've got my mom into more of the CBD products because she's in a lot of pain and different like
Mm-hmm.
arthritis and such, and which is what I think I'm starting to develop already. It's interesting. So I'm definitely looking more into the more natural methods because of all these And what you're sort of bringing to light, which I think I've seen in other ways, but didn't put it together until now. There's still ways to package those natural products. The only problem is, I think, is maybe the shelf life might be the difference, you know. So
Right.
what we can do is there are some of the ingredients can be shelf life longer
Right.
in different
Well,
different
the
stages.
most products I sell have a really long shelf life, and really they just need. I think the toilet fizzies sometimes, if they're in too hot of an environment, or they're not in an airtight container, if they're in plastic especially, they will go flat because it's baking soda. So it could go flat. But the laundry powder, as long as it's in an airtight container, it's not going anywhere.
Or I mean, maybe not with that one, but some of those containers, if they're exposed to light, there's certain things.
Right. So in that case,
yeah, with other things.
This is the dry shampoo. It's in a cardboard tube, but you can see no light penetrates through there, and so we've got essential oils in here. If you are going to make your own cleaner with essential oils, definitely recommend you use a brown or blue glass bottle, so that you don't have clear glass bottles or clear plastic. Sometimes the essential oils then can, be not good in sunlight. They can break down with sunlight.
Yeah, the bacteria and mold and all kinds of things can grow in that way. Speaking of which, it is Wednesday, and I try to remind everybody it is Wash It Wednesday. Shouts out to Jason, the 42710 fam. So you want to wash out your medicinal pieces, guys, with the water. Anything that's got water in it, you don't want to leave that in there for too long. A week is probably even too long, but make sure that you do that at least once a week. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you get it squeaky clean. Oh, you guys can't see this anyway, but it means replace the water. That's a big.
Same thing with your diffusers. I need to, if you have essential oil diffusers, don't forget to clean those.
Oh, so what is that? Is it something that's like in the air for the air?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have to get into essential
humidifier
oil
with essential oil in it. That's basically what a diffuser is.
Do you have essential oils that you sell?
No, I do not. I do the essential oils. Here's my thing about essential. There's so many essential oil companies out there, and everybody has brand loyalty, especially to certain multi-level marketing ones. Mm-hmm. That I just say, do your research. Do not buy your essential oils from Walmart. Do not buy them.
This is my problem, Nikki. I need to get essential oils for several things, but what if anybody out there came up with a good mix that was a sort of a blend, or a someone that did the research already, but branded it as for dogs. Essential oil. So I don't have to go and buy the pill and the other thing and
Right. You have to, again, you just have to do a lot of research, because certain essential oils are not good for dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I want to make sure, because there are ways to deal with things like pests and things as the summer's hitting us now, and I have a husky, and I have to make sure that she's safe outside. She loves it out there. So, but I think, man, if somebody would come up with a nice product that is already not necessarily prepackaged, pre-mixed, prepackaged, I don't know. It's got to be a mix of a couple. There's probably, I'm guessing, there's probably a handful of essential oils that kind of work in that mix. And that you can do. So I'll have to look into it, I guess. Maybe I'll be the one.
Yeah. Well, maybe I can help you with that.
Oh, we can. Oh, a little bit of.
I will write it down.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Because I have seen some recipes for spraying dogs for ticks or fleas to help them when they're outside. I just cross-reference. I triple check all the essential oils. I do make a dog shampoo bar, which is unscented. Because again, I don't want to. I generally am like, if I could hurt your pet, I would like to stay away from that.
Yeah, and I guess to elaborate on what you're saying, anything that's scented means that they've added things to it, whether even on just the basic general level, they added something to it, and it ain't just terpenes out there, you guys. Just be careful. But yeah, that definitely is a worry for me. So I think. we went from for a while there. This product called Frontline was the main thing that people used, and that was you would squirt it along along their spine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is okay. You got to have just, it goes along the spine because then that can just distribute across their entire body like that. What's going on? And then now there's a pill, a chewable that you can get them for 3 months or so of protection. And I'm hearing that it's not good for dogs. So, yeah, they're just as important as far as these cleaning materials and also disinfectants and
absolutely.
So you're trying to get sort of branching out into all of the cleaning kind of in general,
right? So yes. So I'm gonna start infusing vinegar with like orange peels and pine needles and things like that and then it's a more concentrated, stronger vinegar. So it's like 5% instead of your 1% distilled vinegar you get at the store. So you can use that for cleaning. You can use the 1% vinegar you get at the store for cleaning. The 5% is just stronger, and you have to make sure that you dilute it properly.
Cut it a little bit. Okay.
Yeah,
because a lot of us, like myself, the indoor farmer, so I have a whole, what I call the farm, the garden inside, multiple rooms now of doing different things. So I have to worry more about that as far as keeping it organic, as far as cleaners go, because I don't think I'm going to have the ability, unfortunately, to just stop growing in any one of the rooms. I can stop in one room, but then I'm still worried. I can't just be, doing any kind of craziness,
right? Because it gets into the air.
And that's a big problem. So I have to be careful. And actually, speaking of which, I feel like I need to bust out my dehumidifier again because I'm starting to get a little more humid out. If I can tell in the basement, because I do aquaponics. And aquaponics is a fish tank with the fish, and the fish water feeds the plants, and it's all symbiotic, and it's great. I love repurposing materials. I love reusing materials, but there is a problem with that. You have to be real careful, especially with contaminants. You have to make sure that you can wash and clean things in certain ways, especially if it's repurposed materials. And I built this whole table and stuff out of repurposed materials, thinking I was awesome about it, but then it's not protected from, some of it is treated lumber, but it's not painted or anything. So there's some things I have to do to protect it some more. But anyway, it's something at first I thought, I'll just reuse all these materials. But now I kind of am more cautious about it because you have to be careful, and especially if it's a product that you're going to sell. So
the biggest. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, is there anything that you learned as far as ways to package things? Is there like, that's probably a whole nother sector of healthy or of sustainable, because you're not just looking out for plastic containers for everything, right?
So I've started using reusable silicone bags. There's several different brands on the market. I'm trying those. I'm using beeswax wraps. Have you heard of those?
No.
They're cloth, just cotton cloth coated in usually beeswax, jojoba oil, pine sap to make them sticky, and then you can cut them down to size or use them full size, and you can use it like you would aluminum foil or saran wrap.
Oh, I see.
One brand even shows on YouTube, they will show you that you can actually fold the cloth and make a pouch, and you can hold water, which was really cool. I thought that was like, wow, that's
shows you how, right? Yeah.
So I did make my own beeswax wraps. I made one set, and I said, wow, that was more than I thought. So I'm still working on maybe developing those myself.
Huh. Okay.
But
to it and make it your own.
Right.
Right. There you go.
But there are lots of brands online you can check out. So let's see, the silicone pack, the reusable bags, the beeswax wraps, switching my plastic containers over to glass. So as my, the plastic sandwich container you buy at the store with all your lunch meat in it, when that one starts breaking apart, I'm trying to get more glass, which then means maybe going to the butcher or going to the meat counter and asking for sandwich meat, instead of buying it already
Mhm.
packaged.
Yeah, and that is it might be another step, and I started keeping glass jars from food after, but when I would like say
Oh,
the pickles,
absolutely.
and I didn't do that forever for until like what 2 years ago, like last year maybe, and I thought why have I been throwing away glass this whole time? Because partly I think people were excited to get away from glass because of the danger and the fragile, you have to be a little bit, you have to be a little bit more deliberate and careful with the glass, right?
Right.
But so that's probably the main issue. But then we didn't think about plastics when we started just injecting them into everything we do. No one
Right.
said, "Oh, hey, what's this? This is safe." So that's the big worry of mine too, is plastics, and especially when I do aquaponics, I got to be careful. Like these liners and such. Like, is that actually? Do we,
Microplastic.
yeah, what do
Ugh.
we like? What do we really know about these liners of these ponds and
Yes.
these different grow beds liners? And so I don't know what to do about it. We might find that eventually there's a easy fix, but we'll see. We'll see.
I
So
try to use more paper now instead of plastic, but what I tell people at the market is if we got rid of plastic bags, what else would I put my cat litter in when I throw it out?
yeah,
So the biggest thing is reduce. Just do one thing. If you do
nice,
one
nice.
thing, you've done something.
What's up, Colin? What's up, Janet? What is up, guys? Make sure you get in on this hashtag, please. Let's see, we got 22 people in on the hashtag. 22 people want a free pack of seeds, free pack of beans. Oh, by the way, Nikki, I don't know, you may or may not want them, but you're more than welcome to get in on these giveaways. The next one is to FOOP Bioorganics, which is it's a well, they have a whole line of nutrients, but they have like different things now. They've got pH up and down now, but they do mostly like a liquid nutrients that's made from fish emulsions. But then they also do a foliar spray now, and I have some of those bottles and stuff. But we're going to be giving away a $50 gift card to them, so you're welcome to get in on that as well too. After
Well, thank you.
if you want to get in on it, you have to get like a second. Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I have my phone.
Okay, so if you can find us live there, you're welcome to get in on the hashtag. Guys, we got 60 people. Well, actually 80 people in here. Let's get it. Let's get the hashtag going. We only got 20 something people in on it. Please hit that like button. 24 likes. 24 likes. Is everybody? Is everyone awake out there? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But let's hit it.
It is a weeknight.
Christina says. Yeah, but it's hit or miss on the algorithm. We can get 100 people in here pretty easy when things are actually opened up. But also, there's a lot of craziness going on out there, guys. Hopefully, everybody's keeping a level head about them. All of the crazy glitches happening, and shouts out to anybody that's got some Bitcoin right now. That's kind of getting a little bit insane. So typically, when I don't have a guest on Wednesdays, I will look at some news that's happening out there, whether that's cannabis or farming or agriculture, something that's relevant to us. And, that's something I like to do because I want to see what's happening with our food, because that's really what you got to worry about. You can go look at the he said, she said arguments all day till you're blue in the face. Like, what are they doing with my food? That's what
That's right. Absolutely right.
Well, and I guess to your business, what are they doing with our supply chains? Mm-hmm. Because our farmers might be able to grow food all day long, but if they break down all of the connection between us, it's got to go to the farmers markets. That's what's huge now, the farmers markets, and it's becoming bigger. Which you're an obvious example of how it's not just about growing food anymore, and they're actually coming out with more events, which are like artesian market, this market, that market, where the people that have the food and the microgreens and stuff, they're totally welcome. But then you have a lot more vendors like yourself that are maybe not necessarily an ingestible item. So
I think what was I going to tell people?
Charles,
I lost my train of thought. I'll find it in a minute.
Okay, we got Jess says, I just stopped in to say hi. Okay, Jess. Doctor proceeding appointment. Well, get in on the hashtag before you leave, Jess, because you're one of my locals members. For my subscribers, they get the hash and dash immunity on my shows. which means that they're busy. They got things going on. They can't hang out and just smoke and joke with us for 2 hours. They can still get in on the giveaway, and they can go and get things done if they got to get something done. So, Jess, you're welcome to get in on that still. I think it's valuable for the $2. Appreciate it. But yeah, thanks, Jess. Have a great night. And what's up, Charles? Yeah, anytime if you feel like you remember what you were talking about. But I always have something else to say, so there's that. So what are you?
Kids, I get derailed so easily now.
Well, and see guys out there that every time that I have like a brain fart on screen, they want to say, "Oh, smoke another one," and I'm like, "No, listen."
No.
For me, anyway, not everyone's the same. I will never say that cannabis is for everyone, because I'm actually one of the few people that will be like, that everybody out here will disagree with me when I say things like, well, cannabis is actually a drug. Most food is a drug. Food is a drug.
Caffeine is a drug, and I'm addicted.
It's but the thing is, like, it's not for everybody, but it is something that definitely can make you have a brain fart. I'm not going to disagree with that. But for me, though, like I watch some of these shows out there that have, million followers and all that kind of thing, and they'll have just as many brain farts and have these like mix-ups, and it's just the thing.
I need to go grab my computer charger. I'll be right back.
No worries at all. We're pretty laid back here. Appreciate it. I did. Thank you. Okay, Jess. Yep, for sure. You have a good night. I am feeling better though. These dabs that I've been doing, the medicinals are helping, I will say. But man, I was afraid to take any medicine for pain or headaches, because I thought that it was going to, make me more nauseous, and I would not. It would be of waste, we'll say. It would have been wasted. I actually take medicine for migraines, so if I could find a good strong sort of tincture for that, would be great. Good night, Jess. Thank you, James. What's up, brother? Guys, if you would ever be so kind to hit the like button, and even so kinder to go to my page and do the same thing. I keep losing followers on Facebook. I don't know what's happening over there. Hey, I'm not for everybody, I guess. It's fine. Sometimes I think they're just like fake accounts that drop off and things like that, but spammers and such. I actually get a lot of these people now. I have a Kickstarter campaign. I don't know if you know what the Kickstarter is.
Yeah.
Nikki, so
I backed 3 projects on Kickstarter. # millennial, geriatric millennial.
Nice. So that's really cool, because I actually looked into this a couple years ago. And guys, if you're not familiar out there, you probably have heard of GoFundMe. That's a big one. It's not the same, because GoFundMe is much more like, grandma's hip surgery, or Susie's braces, fundraiser. So what Kickstarter is much more geared towards businesses and inventions, upstarts. Kickstarter, right? Upstarts. And so I researched aquaponics farms on both sides, on GoFundMe and Kickstarter. On GoFundMe, it was like not a single one reaching their goal, like 40 pages looking through. And then I go to Kickstarter, like every single one is reaching their goal in the aquaponics sector. So I built this campaign like 2 years ago, you guys. That's why it's kind of a big deal to me. Shouts out to the 4 people that have backed it so far. I have 56 days left to get that total. I'm not out here looking for donations either, guys. It is a thing where you get rewards and such. So guys, please go check it out if anyone's interested. If you haven't checked it out yet, please check out the video I made for it, because I put, I only took two takes, but you can tell it's pretty sincere. It's as real as I can get, and I actually put a lot of work into it. I might play a little bit of it later. It's like 9 minutes long, but I was so worried. That's why I didn't launch it up to now. I was worried about making the video, and I just did it. I just sat here and recorded it, like with this black background like I have, and just did it. And then I added some stuff to it. I added a bunch of pictures, old pictures. But cheers, everyone. Cheers, Nikki. Thank you for hanging out. Are
You're
you able
welcome.
to see the comments?
I remembered what I was going to say about the farmer market. I tell everybody at the farmers market that your garbage can is the only landfill that you control. So that's you might not be able to. You may look at other countries and see all the plastic that washes up on their beaches. and things, but you and you might feel like, well, I can't make a difference in that, and I can't go there and do anything about their plastics, but we can do something about what's in our garbage can.
Bobby says I smoked some good and sat at a red light and blanked out and forgot where I was going and where I was at. It was weird. Yes, Bobby, that is why you shouldn't operate heavy equipment while medicating heavily. Be careful, Bobby. Be careful. Let us know when you get home, Bobby. Does anybody know where Bobby's at? So to give you, I might have talked to you a little bit about what I'm doing at the market, but I'm sure you talk to a lot of people. And speaking of which, I do want to stop and mention that yesterday on my show, the Indoor Farmer Reviews last night, I reviewed a Comic-Con, Peoria Con, and it's another. Yeah. It's like a comic farmers market almost, right. And I met a lot of awesome people there. So I definitely feel bad because I was feeling really sick towards the halfway through the show, and I had to like start clicking through the pictures. And I was like, I wasn't even saying anything at the end. Anybody that was watching that last night, shouts out to you guys. Speak up. I know Margaret was. Margaret, if you're here still, I know a few people were asking me how I was because at the end I was like, guys, I gotta go. I just ended it, but I wanted to really stop and talk about more of that stuff, and because those connections that you make, like you probably have been making, like you said, that's so much more huge. Like you're not making connections with your broker in a way at right. At Walmart or Kroger's or something like. Anyway, I actually
I love talking to people. I love telling them about the different products and things. And when they say, well, I've got half a box of Tide at home, I'm like, great, then use it. If it doesn't bother your skin and you're happy, then finish it before you try something else. Don't let that go to waste, or try this while you're in the middle of you're using your Tide, so that if you run out, you'll have, if you don't like it, then you'll have your Tide. Maybe I have imposter syndrome, but I always am surprised when people come up to me and they're like, I love your stuff. It's so amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm like, great. You're the reason I do this, because I have helped someone else do something.
That's when that happens. It's like, oh, I saw this and you helped me or whatever. So I totally agree. Margaret says, she says you tried real hard, but could definitely tell you weren't feel good. Yeah, towards the end it was just like click. The clicks got faster. The words between the clicks got less. Like, okay, I gotta go. But I feel way better now. The medication helps for that temporarily. Say, oh yeah. So
have you ever been to a refillery before? A store that's called a refillery?
This is a family show, Nikki. I don't know what you're talking about there, but
so that's one thing I'm trying to start. I've been to so many other ones that I really, really want to get one going in Peoria, and so far I've gotten. We're starting the small version at the Wink House in Peoria. It's on Willow Knolls Road, and in the attic. I don't know if you used to. You have lived here long enough to know
the name. Yes. Wait, so what's the Wink House?
The Wink House is a business that's open. It has at least 35 to 40 vendors in it that are all local vendors. And we all have our products in this store, and then she takes a commission for the sales, but you can shop local in one spot.
Whoa. So where is this?
This is on Willow Knolls Road.
I have not been to this one. I've not been to a lot of them in Peoria. So I've been to Relics.
Yes. Okay. Relics is on Sheridan.
Is it a similar style, like a bunch of vendors? Is that Mr. Nikki popping through? What's up?
No, that's my daughter. She's trying to sneak in.
That's all right.
So when you walk in, yes, you can buy. You still have one cash register. You buy all your stuff at one cash register, but then the amounts of the sales get divvied out between the other businesses.
All okay, so it's a full share.
It
Oh,
is,
everybody's
yes. So
sharing.
it's free
Okay.
because I don't have. I mean, I pay a commission, which is my rent basically, but I'm not taking on all of the. Um, if the store fails, it's not all on
Right,
me.
right. Oh, that's really cool. It is a
But
little
I
bit
also
different.
get to be open year round instead of just at farmers markets or craft.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so in this store we have a bunch of glass bottles set up with different products like dish soap for people who don't want to try a dish soap bar. We've got my laundry powder in there. We've got all-purpose cleaner. We've got liquid shampoo and conditioner that are made with healthy ingredients. And then you can bring in your jars, or you can actually we have some free jars there that you can use, or we have jars you can buy, and
Wow.
you weigh the jar first, and then you go fill it with the products that you want, one product per jar, and then you go put it back on the scale, and then you'll pay by the ounce.
Sure.
And you can use whatever jar you want. So if you have an old pickle jar that you've washed out, I also like pasta jars. Those are good for filling things. If you've got I've taken at least 2 different Bath and Body Works soap containers, hand soap containers, and pumped rustic strength hand soap in there, and then paid by the ounce. So.
Guys, I'm sorry. I wasn't keeping track. I wanted to get to the hour mark and do this spin. So I'm about to do this. We're going to do this spin here. Like I said, Nikki, if you want to get in on it, a free pack of beans. Excuse me. A free pack of beans is a free pack of beans. I mean, it's nothing to shake a stick at. No pun intended. Let me check here. Where we at? 30 in on the hashtag. Real quick, we're going to play a word from. Wait, what is this? Oh, yeah, let's play this from 34 Mongrels, guys. Okay, so it doesn't do. It's just a rockin' promo. All right, I thought there might have been more to that one. But yeah, 34 Mongrels Genetics, guys. Shouts out. They actually are one of my sponsors on Game Night too. Shouts out to Game Night, where you can also win $10 of GrowFam cash over there at thegrowfam.com on my Game Night. So every Sunday, Nikki, I play Game Night,
Okay.
where I make a game for my subscribers. And I got a bunch of. I didn't do this intentionally, but then I started getting sponsors for that game night, and so I'm actually able to get my subscribers a whole lot more value out of their subscription. I'm able to bring the subscriber or the sponsors a whole bunch of value out of their sponsorship in a bunch of different ways, and then I'm also able to do something for myself that's fun, and I get to get a creative outlet for my own weird twisted mind, and it's a fun Sunday. So I'm always looking for more. If anybody out there is interested, if you have a website, that's a huge benefit to you, because what I try to do is I find people that have a website that I can bring you website traffic, maybe a gift card, and then they might be able to see what else you have. They get to choose. It's a win-win. And definitely anybody out there that's looking to get in, let me know. Because I have several people that are actually like 34 Mongrels. They're shipping out packs of seeds to my winners, which is above and beyond. Like I'm not, all they get is that logo on the pack, and me shouting them out and stuff. So, they're awesome guys. He's actually going to be on the show with Sir Steve-O tomorrow night at the Certified Terpy Thursdays, guys. So I just gave you a few seconds there to get the hashtags in if you haven't already. So good luck, everyone. Looks like one person got it in. Okay. What's up, Chuck, brother? How you doing, man? Here you go. Good luck, everybody. Valerie says, I make jewelry from natural stones and gems, and I hand wrap them with silver or copper. Oh, wow. Valerie, do you have like a store and a website and stuff? Because like I hate to just take like handcraft. I hate to take like items from people, especially if you're a startup business. You're out there like trying to get your name out there. I'm not just out there trying to get goodies for people. I want to find a way to help you in return. And the website is the best way to do it. Traffic on the website costs money. And if you can do it in a way where it's win-win, there you go. Eric Prestenbach. Guess what, guys? Eric is probably here. And I don't know if that is that your shooting star you just put out, Eric, on Rumble. But if he's not here, it doesn't matter because Eric is one of my locals members. So shouts out. Congrats to Eric. I honestly don't know if you've won anything from Grow Fam this month, Eric. So I'm not 100% sure how they deal with that if it does come up. You've won from me. Eric won on Sunday for hitting the like and the share button over on game night. Eric wasn't able to play this Sunday because I make people skip a week if they're playing from the audience. If they come up on the screen as a team captain, it's a different story because I need a captain. If I don't have one, you get to play again. There you go. Good luck. Congratulations. But yeah, Eric's definitely one of the every timers. I make game night fun to watch too. It's not just here have prizes to these people and everyone else has to watch them win. It's a fun game, But I think so. We've dialed it in pretty well the last few weeks. I made a new game. I created a whole multiverse, but we're not going to go into it.
What games do you play? How does it work?
Say you're so now I sucked you in already. Let's see. Okay, so Eric said hell yeah. Congrats, Eric. Appreciate it, brother. All right, so let's remove that and then I will show you real quick if you want. So this is the first map that I made. Maccabees Live Market is my business. And that's the shop in the middle. And so every map will have like 4 surrounding shops, and I have at least 16 sponsors. So as I have more sponsors, I'll make more. But I'm going to make each set of sponsors that fit on a map as its own sort of world or its own dimension, as it were. And then we go to that portal at the end after we hit each one of these shops.
Okay.
So the shop that we started going to here where I'm at is. It's the Fire in the Hole. Shouts out to Bean Dongo and the Fire in the Hole family. They are one of our sponsors, and so I created the Fire in the Hole hideout. And so we're over here. We've been playing. But what you're not seeing is like I zoom in on the shops where you can see the characters and everything, and it goes into depth. And I don't want to bore everybody, but if you haven't seen it yet out there, guys, you have to come and check it out. I know everybody who's in the comments and know about it. They're like, yes. Game night, hell yeah. I wanted to show you the other here. If I do this here, okay, there you go. That's like the close-up of the hideout. See, a lot of stuff happening there. There's a lot of rules and everything like that, so I'm not going to go.
All right.
But it is worth a watch. It's worth a check out. Like we are working on trying to get to the game a little faster than what sometimes it takes us a little bit, to get the game started because getting people written down. I'm doing everything. I have 2 computers and 2 phones and 2 notebooks over here going, and it's just it gets to be a little much, but eventually it won't be so bad. Valerie says I've had my own business for years now, but I had to close it 2 years ago because I had cancer and couldn't run it anymore. Oh. And I have a stolen identity. Oh yeah, I think I might have remembered you talking about it. So I can't get a page to sell on because she takes it over. This is my 5th Facebook page. She keeps taking them over if she sees me selling anything on them. Wow,
that's crazy.
Wow. So she's watching what you're doing. You could use that to your advantage. You could use that somehow. We can figure out how to use that, Valerie. Just let my brain work on it for a little bit. It'll come up with something. She's watching what you're doing there. Okay, you could mislead her. You could say, "All right, all the money's at this address." All of the big bag of cash is, and it just happens to be right next to the police station, And maybe there might be a few police in there, having a healthy organic donut or whatever it is they're eating. But yeah, like that, we could figure out how to write that down, Valerie. Don't forget about it because I might. We can use that to your advantage. You can run a sting operation on them. Talked to the police like 5 times. Like, that's a little bit much. I had to go to the police, the local police, because I had a stalker through this through going live and everything, and was a person that just wanted to be helpful, and then it turned out to be someone that just wanted me all to themselves, and and they actually lived kind of by, and I found out my address was online if you just Google it, and I got a hold of that company that I found my address, and they removed it from their computer page. How many little ones do you have?
I have 2, and it's bedtime.
Yeah, no, I get it. Mine is the same way. It's I usually make him go to bed a little earlier because I start my show, and I don't want my show to be too late, and it's just it's tough.
Right, Wednesdays are hard for us.
Yep, it's Whalen Wednesdays or Hump Day if you think it's tough to get through the week. But yeah, the Wednesdays, it's like, I got 2 more days. But it's every day is a blessing, right?
That's right.
Every day is a new day. Every day is like a New Year's resolution, new day resolution. What's up, Joe? Joe Kelly, what's up, bro? We're gonna be doing another giveaway for the FOOP, $50. I'm about to set that up now. Oh, by the way, Nikki, make sure if you have to go, you're definitely welcome to go if you need to. I don't want to keep pelting you about the specifics of everything, but I definitely want to give you any time that you want to shout anything out. The next event you're going to be at, wherever, like we've talked about the Winks, but then you started to talk about the other building.
We are. I'm also in Washington in the Bent Penny. If it's on the square, if any of you have been in there, it's another business that's same ideas where she houses local vendors, and then we all have our items in there for sale, and then we just pay a small commission for that. So that helps me, again, be in different locations but not have to run around all the time. I'm working on better work-life balance so that I'm not gone every weekend in the summer and the fall.
Right.
But the farmers market is definitely a huge thing, and I love being there at those. And then let's see, my next event coming up is the Vanity Fur and Grooming Expo. That'll be at the Civic Center. It's all for pets. It's all the money goes to the Bears Bites Foundation, which Sam uses to help people pay emergency vet bills.
Are they gonna? Whoa! So is this gonna be pet friendly?
It is. It's a fur and grooming expo. So it's all about. There'll be grooming demonstrations, and then all the vendors will be pet friendly. So again, most of my products are pet friendly in the fact that they aren't harmful, to dogs.
That's how you got in. You're like, well,
that's how I got in.
Yeah.
I've got these cool cloths that you can use for dog urine or cat urine, And,
when is this coming up?
March 24th. March 24th. You can buy tickets online.
You can figure out that essential oil thing before then. You can come up with like.
I gotta make dog shampoo. That's my biggest one.
You got a dog shampoo already? Oh, you're gonna make that one too?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did you already make that, or you?
I do. I have a dog shampoo bar that I make. I just need to create more of it so it can cure and all that.
Oh, I see. There you go.
That's not funny. Sorry, my daughter's.
I didn't hear it. So she's clear for now. You're all right for now. Whatever you said.
Let's see. So that's
that guy's got a lot of hair. Is that what you said? That guy's a hairy.
Yeah. And then let's see, in April, we'll have there's the Germantown Hills garage sales. And so they have a vendor market there you can go to. And then in May, or was that the beginning? That's the beginning of May. And basically in May, then the farmer's market starts up, and that's where I am. That's where I am all through September.
Sorry, Eric, you probably won't be able to grab this one unless, I don't know what the rules are if you want to switch it up, but then we'd have to hashtag for the 34 Mongrels. So I guess that would not work. Unfortunately, Sir Steve over there on the Rumble. Cheers, Sir Steve. You see yourself on the screen with that awesome Rumble logo next to it. I'm super excited because it's been so long. I've been pushing Rumble. I've been making people hear me talk about it. You've never heard of
Rumble?
Well, you know the YouTubes, right? You've done
Right.
it, you've done on the YouTubes. The YouTubes they're just not so great with my content. They don't like what I do. They don't like the use of the cannabis. I'm a disabled veteran. I'm a medical card holder. It's something that I am also trying to help popularize, not popularize, but like sort of normalize the at least
Correct.
the medicinal use. And and I also am one of those people that's pretty straight up about it. Like I'm more of in a recreational use right now on the show with everybody. I'm not going anywhere. It's late at night. I'm at home. There's a lot
Right.
of ins and outs of that, and I think there's people out there who maybe hurt the brand, and maybe other people that maybe help it. Right. So
Right.
that's one
Same
of the
thing with greenwashing, like
yes.
they just want to get on that train to get the money and not
Mm.
actually care about the products they're using.
Yeah, like okay, yeah. People love that. Oh yeah. People love that word. What's that word you said? Organic. Oh yeah. Oh, people
Yeah.
love that word.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, we're gonna get on that train right now. And so that's you got to be careful out there for that too. So I'm equal opportunity on all organic and healthy type things. I'm just not knowledgeable about all of it yet. I think my role is out here as a guy who can yap is to bring people like you and other people who have the knowledge and are putting it to work into that entertainment limelight, not just the
Right.
HGTV afternoon special, but like the entertainment, the big time, use it against us, where we take
Right.
that model of the late night comedy entertainment show, and all they're doing is spoon feeding you politics inside of the comedy and the music and everything. We're doing that, but we're doing that for sustainability and for us, things that we need to use to survive and make ourselves thrive again.
And there are so many people out there who are way further than me when it comes to sustainability. But I've just got to remember it's a journey, one step at a time. I have a lot less waste now than I did 3 years ago when I started all of this. And I'm much more cognizant about what I put on my body and what I put on my kids' bodies. I've switched sunscreens and bug sprays so that I can be more sustainable. I've synthetic fragrances, anything with synthetic fragrances, I've cut out to the point where my daughter now smelled a synthetic fragrance on someone else and went, "Oh, I can't stand next to you. I'm really sorry. I'm going to get a headache."
Wait, is this your youngest?
Yeah.
She wasn't being a drama queen? You think she was?
No, absolutely not. Her friend sprayed herself with Febreze, and my daughter was like, can't do it. I have to go.
Yeah, it's similar to I know it's not nearly the same thing, but if you're out there and you use a lighter when you smoke on flower, see, like I'm using a torch because I'm using a whole different thing over here. But if you guys are out there and you use a Bic lighter to light your cannabis flower or anything, that Bic lighter is going to put some of that butane into while you're inhaling. But that butane that's in here is not nearly as clean or as food grade, you might call it, as the butane that goes inside of these more round. You might not be able to see this really that well, but you can see it now around my hand here. Or here, I'll try to. It's a circular lighter or a cylindrical lighter. They call it a clipper. It's a clipper lighter. I'm not a cigarette smoker or anything like that, so I have lighters to light my torch and everything. But this clipper lighter actually has food grade butane in it, so you can taste the difference if you try to use a regular Bic. Oh, you can taste the butane. Anyway, that's just me, but Jay's
that's fascinating. I never knew there's like a food grade butane.
Oh yeah, there's different levels of food grade butane even.
Wow. I wonder so if it makes your marijuana taste different, would you notice it with cigarettes too? I
wouldn't see why not.
I wonder how it would change that too.
It's soaking that liquid butane. Like not all of that butane is burning as you're inhaling, even for that second. And that liquid that's coming out is going to soak into the material that you're then lighting, that you're burning, and so yeah.
So fascinating.
Joe says I get them in the Daily High box, club box. Okay, so the clippers they send you. Okay, yes, there's even like a NOS whip. It's ECT. Jay? Not 100% sure there, brother. NOS whip. It's ECT. Yeah, I got the full FOOP nutrient lineup, Eric. Let's go. All right. All right. Yeah, FOOP is one of the awesome sponsors here at GrowFam, and we've been trying hard to promote their products. And this gift card gives you guys the ability to try whatever it is that you want to try, rather than winning something specific. It's like you might already have that. You might already have a nutrient or something. You might today decide to buy like their pH up and down that they come out with, or they have a, what's it called, the char, or there's a term for it. I can't remember now. It's off the top of my head, but a biochar. That's a biochar that's inoculated with the FOOP. It's a biochar is kind of a like what you might think a charcoal, a wooden type of a charcoal that's burned down and then inoculated and turned into sort of it's a grow medium, but also kind of a nutrient at the same time. It's pretty good. Yeah. Thanks, Joe. Catan Mouth King. Afro Man. What?
I did. I need to still apply, but I plan to also be at Forest Park Nature Center. They're doing an Earth Day vendor market.
Like with your products being being able to be packaged and not necessarily as worry of the how long they keep and stuff. You could be getting into these other shops. Like I've done a lot of reviews on these local shops that have that similar theme of vendors with, so like Relics and Picker's Daughter.
Yes.
Shouts out to Ventigues. Shouts out to Craftology. All of those types of shops, and they've all been awesome, and they have that same kind of theme, and it's like you could be right there in all of them.
Yes, the problem is time growth ratio, making sure I have the time to make the products along with balancing personal life and professional life.
The events actually help with that because you can kind of, you can schedule it. Okay, I'm scheduling another one. Well,
exactly.
Be ready for it and stuff. Okay, I see that. Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I also I want to be careful too with certain things. I know for sure the longevity is there, but like the toilet fizzies, it makes me. I don't like to keep them more than 2 to 3 months. You should use them way faster than that. And in general, anyway, you should be cleaning your toilet.
Right. That's one of our problems. I like it in that container. It can just sit there for a long time.
But okay. And then the other thing is going as much. The 2 stores that I'm in right now are because they are on my way to my normal drive patterns. They're on my normal drive patterns. Whereas like Picker's Daughter, love them. They have a lot of my friends are in their businesses are in that store. They're just not on my drive pattern, and so I would have to make extra trips.
Yeah.
And then again, that just is time.
Well, I'll push back just a teeny bit and just remind you that strip right there has every store I just mentioned.
Yes.
Like literally like part of the same building.
Yes.
So, well, except for Relics. Relics is like you just have to drive like about 50
that's
meters
right.
down. Yeah. So like that's a lot right in one spot. But you do have your regular job, so I get it.
Yeah. But, in fact, I was in a store in Metamora, but I had to pull out because I literally was like, I cannot get to Metamora. They're 7 miles away, and I cannot get to Metamora. They're not. It's just not on my regular.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's never convenient to make that trip. Have you thought about concentrating more on one product? It sounds like like you said, you're doing it all. So maybe
that's
myself,
why
I'm not concentrating. Yeah,
right. That's why like my mom makes all my cloths, and I do the laundry powder. I do things that I can do in bulk so that I make a big batch. Nice. I make big batches and then I have them for a while. So with the only thing that takes me, the only thing I do, I can't really do in big batches is like the toilet fizzies, because I want to make sure that they will fizz in your toilet and I want to make sure they don't go flat. So those I make.
Okay.
I make in fresh batches every week for the market.
What if you made a I guess it's the ingredients inside there that would go bad. What if you made like a little set where the ingredients are separate, and it's a nice little like setup, and then and it's like got a little piece of paper telling you how to just mix them together.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that as well. In fact, I do want to start having classes where basically I teach you to make the stuff.
Nice.
Some people come up to me and they're like, I really want to try and make it. I want to know how it's made and I want you to show me, but I don't want to do it on the regular basis. So will you host a class and let me do it once and then just keep doing it for me?
Yeah, there you go.
And I
Yeah,
thought
I
that's
mean,
great.
and then you kind of sort of sponsor the class and kind of
Right.
put your name on the
Mhm.
on the marquee and whatnot.
Right.
So Jay, I see you talking about it a couple times there. You're talking about the Ohio festival. If you want to officially announce and promote it, brother, let me know or let Ash know, and maybe we can, get a little bit of a promotional shout out from Grow Fam. But or maybe you can come on and talk about it if you're somebody that's helping to put it on. It says, or I don't know if you're saying that by your comments or if you're just talking about how awesome it's going to be. But I've actually met a couple of those people that you mentioned up there. But I think there's going to be so many things throughout the summer. Like you already had, it's what it sounded like you already had your whole thing mapped out.
Yep.
But for me, I try to cover the events,
Right.
and I shouldn't do this, but because I literally sometimes some of these events are so big, I can't even get to all the booths by the time
Right.
everyone's leaving. So I barely get it. Like I'm like schmoozing a little bit, networking a little bit the whole time, but moving and still trying to get every booth. And so it's really not a lot of like fun or not a lot of, hanging out for me, but I do get it. I get some fun out of it. So it's a win-win a little bit. Sometimes I get in for free and they'll let me be, sort of media as far as covering it on my shows and stuff like that. So it's fun, but it's also makes it hard for me to decide where to go when and all that. What's up, Benjamin?
And at the Peoria Riverfront market, one thing I've noticed is the beginning of the summer is all of the food vendors, the farmers when their stuff is coming fresh. But towards the end, like August, the fresh food starts to drop off some, and you've got more artisans that come, or that you've got the people who are only paying like by the week for a booth space instead of paying for a whole season or half a season. So even towards the end of the farmers market season, August, September, you still get a lot of different booths and different people coming.
Right. And I actually, since I have been to that one, it's weird. I have anxiety disorder. It's one of my disability qualities in my list from the VA, but I don't have like anxiety like of like public speaking, obviously, but it's more about like which one, where to focus. And so if I haven't done something or haven't been somewhere before, sometimes I'll put that off because I don't know the best method or when. And then farmers markets annoy the crap out of me because some of them are once a week for 2 months of the year.
Right.
And then, and every time it's on, it's for 4 hours that on a Friday afternoon or something. What is going on? I'm at East Peoria Farmers Market. I think it's a Friday.
It is a Friday night.
And I'm like, what is going on here? So my whole vision is to have an all year long farmers market, kind of like the Winks house, but for farmers too. But within my building, that's also a farm inside of it. So what I do is I will be making up the difference. Nikki has tomatoes this month, and this month. Right. And so I won't have to hit them that much on those months. And when her booth is empty, Macabee's Live Market's got some tomatoes. Right. It fills in the gaps, and it would be helpful in all kinds of ways. So that's my end goal vision. So I like to hear about those sort of houses that have that. Because there's also another sort of business co-op in Peoria that I can't remember the name of, where there's a lot of art businesses and everything within a building.
Are you talking about the Sunbeam building?
No, but that sounds like something I should know about too. I can't remember what it was. It's in my emails. I need to go talk about. Weed Miser, what's up? What's up, bro? But we got a a few things like that in Peoria I need to get hooked up to for sure. Guys,
To
make sure
your point on anxiety, I went into a Buc-ee's this weekend. I've never been to a Buc-ee's gas station before, and I went in and I made it about, I don't know, 40 steps inside, and I was like, I'm ready to go now. It was like a Costco on a Saturday. It was packed, and I was like, that's all right. My anxiety was like,
yeah, I can understand. Like I don't that doesn't bother me in crowds, or actually when I actually like pull the trigger, no pun intended, and actually do a thing and start to get my hands into the thing or actually step into the place. It's no problem. Like, hey, well, like I know I talk to everyone like I've known them for 100 years, and that sometimes gets me in trouble. But that's something that doesn't bother me. But for me, it's like I always I feel like maybe I don't have the right paperwork when I get there, or I didn't come at the right time, or all these other things that I wasn't sure of until I actually just do it.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing for me. I have this like sort of macro anxiety of like the universe and the whole planet. This is crazy. So
have you seen the farming where they have it on their, gosh, I saw it on CBS. Their plats, and then they're plats at different levels, but then they're all on a rotating system. So the building is really tall, and they've got lights on them, but they're on flats, almost like the zipper at an amusement at a county fair. You know how it goes like this? So then they have all the shelves are on there stacked up, and they just rotate around. Have you seen that before?
No.
Okay. It's a really cool way to grow. It's a really cool way to grow food year round, but also not taking up so much land space because you're going vertical instead of.
Yes, I love vertical growing. Ashley, who was in here earlier, does she works for a company that sells tower gardens, which is like a all-encompassing tower that you can grow in. But what you're talking about is using external light from the outside, from like the windows.
They do have grow lights on them.
Oh, okay. Because I thought maybe you meant like it's next to a window that's outside, and it's just
you have huge windows. But
nice. Okay, I'll have to check it out sometime. That's really cool. I've seen some interesting ways to grow cannabis. Specifically, a long time ago, I saw this way. It's basically like a dryer, like a clothes dryer, or like a front load washing machine. The way that it's a spinning drum in a circle, and there's water in the bottom, and the plants are all inside that circle, and the grow light is like sticking in the middle of the circle. And so the plants are rotating around this grow light, and it rotates through the nutrients in the bottom, and it continues rotating, and it actually cuts it tricks the plant into thinking that everything's happening much faster. The changing of the seasons and all of the, all of it's like the shadowing and everything as the plant is moving around. It's an interesting concept, but I don't even know what it's called. Jay, I appreciate that, man. I don't know if you were still here, but I saw that comment, brother. I'll be looking for that. PM. Heck yeah. Ohio's not too far away. 250 plus vendors, he said. That's crazy. I would not have time for all of them, but I'll get as many as I can. I'll just be like running down the side of the vendors with my phone going, hey everybody, as I just keep running. Never get all the way through. It's crazy.
I googled vertical farming. So check out vertical farming. See what you think.
There's so much. Yeah, I actually looked into some countries that have taken it on as a major thing. Like even the Netherlands has been a really big thing where they have whole factories that are farms that are all like tall, like vertical farms. So yeah. And then there's like aeroponics, which is a sort of misting of the roots rather than like there's no heavy like water concentrated anywhere. It's all just being misted and then from different angles and such. So there's so many cool things out there and different ways to combine them. That's my biggest thing. So guys, we're at the hour and 45-minute mark. So I think we're going to be getting this hashtag done pretty soon. So make sure you get in on it. It's a free $50. Even if you don't like something on FOOP, you could sell it to somebody for $25, and they would get an extra $50. They would come up, and you come up together. Why do we not have 150 hashtags out here right now? What's going on? You know what I also want to do? I want to buy something from you, Nikki. We're going to do a hashtag on that after this FOOP if we can, if people are excited enough about it. But I actually need to use the little boys' room real quick. If that's
All right.
That's not too bad. You're welcome to talk to these crazy commenters out there, guys. If you have any questions for her,
Yeah, hit me with some questions.
That would be the time. Give me like at least 30 seconds. Yeah, I dropped something earlier. Thanks, Nikki. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, I guess you could. I do have a website called SankotySustainables.com, and I'm on the Facebook and Instagram. As a geriatric millennial, I did not have Instagram until I had my business, and then I finally got on Instagram. Yeah, but all of those are at Sankoty Sustainables. You can just Google them and look that up. I am not related, in case you're wondering, to Sankoty Lakes, which was in Spring Bay. It is on sale for $5.5 million, in case you have that laying around. But Sankoty Sustainables comes from the fact that the reservoir, the water that where we get Central Illinois gets its water from, is called Sankoty. So the Sankoty Aquifer. So, and then Sustainables.
Never heard that.
Is sustainability, and I really like alliteration. So Sankoty Sustainables, that's how I got my name.
So that's a good question. I should have asked that earlier, actually. What do you think of that? How'd you think of the name? So
I was trying to think. I kind of went through some that just couldn't. I had one friend who really liked like Peoria Zero Waste Bar, because I wanted it to be a refillery, and it just didn't. I don't know. It didn't flow off the tongue, and I really love alliteration.
Oh man, so many ideas come to my mind all the time, but it's like
right.
Like the reuse bar or the
right. See, I tried that, but again, it's the whole like reuse bar. Like it just doesn't. I thought this waste bar was funny because usually you go to a bar to get wasted, and this one,
right,
when you weren't gonna get wasted coming to my bar. Yeah.
Waste not bar. No, anyway.
Waste not one. Could have called it that too.
I'm full of I'm definitely an ideas man. They overflow more so than I could ever do anything with. I'm actually good with logos and stuff too. Those are fun. Shouts out to
my logo was actually created by my friend Sarah. And another friend. I paid money to a marketing company, to create a logo for me based on like idea I had, and it did not work out. And so my friend, she did an awesome job conveying what I actually wanted to convey. So It was, in the end, I got my logo for free, or I take that back, for lots of soap, lots of bars of soap.
Well, it was a win-win, I guess.
It was definitely a win-win. I'm really female owned, and female, like, so my marketing person is a woman. My mom, like I said, makes all my cloths. My daughter helps out with my business.
There you go.
Person who supplies my soap and lotion, the goat milk soap and lotion, she makes it all herself, and she's local to the area. So pretty much anybody I've roped into helping me besides my husband is female. And so I really like that we have a female owned and operated business, especially with 3 generations of my mom, myself, and my daughter.
Well, I say this with some, hesitation, but you don't have to, you can leave the husband out of the marketing, I guess, but
he's really just a muscle.
Well, I was just going to say that, you're going to have him moving things around. But then I was going to say, though, you got to have someone to test the men products on.
He
Yeah,
does, and he also
you know.
builds a lot of my display units for me too.
There you go. Well, I mean, he could be his own thing on the side. You say, oh yeah, no, this business over here is run by women. That he does this, like he does display building RS over on the nuts. I'm kidding, but no, that's awesome though that you're able to do that on the side, because it really took me being able to fully concentrate on it to even get where I am now. Because I'm so ADD about some things, and it's hard for me to focus. But actually, I'll show you. I started growing a little bit of microgreens. I've done that before, but I grew some from a kit from our friend Stuart from Stuart Microgreens. I'm going to show you guys real quick.
Yeah, I love starter kits. Started using them for my business as well. And if I can, if someone starts the seeds for me, I can generally make them successful.
So, see if I can just. Oh no, you won't be able to see it because it's all green. Yeah, you're starting to see the grass going on there, but it's not going to be visible, I guess, right now.
And then do you just cut the tops off and they grow again, or?
Well, some things do. I've actually had carrots. I'll actually bring those over real quick. The carrots are crazy because the tops of the carrots are edible. They're microgreens.
Right.
And so, but they are cut and come again because the carrot just keeps popping out more.
I mean, the carrot is a root vegetable, so I guess that would make sense, right?
Yeah, but not every root vegetable does that, I guess.
Oh.
So these are carrots that I can chop all that off and put it like in a salad or something like that. And I actually have, this is a radish. A single radish is doing all of this with these flowers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like to just see what things do and find out that things actually don't always behave like you expect them to if you just don't go by a sort of written script of like I don't read up on everything I do until I run into a problem. So
sure,
it's hard to describe. Like if I have a general knowledge about something, I'll get into it and read up as I get through it. I try not to read too far ahead, because then sometimes you have a tendency to skip a step, or possibly, like I did. I actually was speaking about it on our show last Thursday. I do a show on Thursdays where other creators come up and we all talk about a topic. And last time we talked about frustration, and I was talking about cooking. You were talking about not being the cook, and I was cooking something I've cooked before, but I messed up I switched the direction, or switched the order a little bit, and I was so mad. But it wasn't really anger. It's an inanimate object. There were dumplings. Like, that wasn't making me mad. That was making me frustrated. And we get those confused, because like someone insulting me is trying to make me mad. An inanimate object is not, it cannot anger you. It's just frustrating.
Right.
It's
right.
It's it may be a fine line, possibly. So have you had any setbacks where you were like, I might stop doing this, or
Every year I ask myself, am I going to do this again? And I keep going, because I've got customers who love my stuff. And so I know I'm making a difference, and I'm doing it to take care of the earth in some small way that I know how. So every time I keep thinking about quitting, I keep going. And some new opportunity will present itself that I will think, so that's what happened this year, especially with the Wink House, is that I was like, well, if I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without only using the farmers markets. And then this woman who started the Wink House was like, I'm all about sustainability. I want to have a refill bar in my store. Would you come and would you have your products as a refill bar? And I was like, I've always wanted to do a refill bar. Thanks for asking me. Like, this is amazing. And so that's really taking off. And I just like, okay, well then I'm going to keep going, like you said,
that's
one
awesome.
step at time. I try not to go too far because then I'll either get discouraged or in a gross amount of debt, and I'm trying really hard not to be that way.
I struggle with the whole mantra of keep going, just keep going, and you'll find your path. I think to an extent you have to evaluate at some point, like the loss gain ratio. Is it worth it? And
right.
You can't just be like, oh, this is my passion, I'll keep doing it. Because if you're like me, like I'm not going to be a professional basketball player. Like if that was my passion,
right.
and I was just like, I'm going to keep training. I'm sorry. Pub time. What's up, brother? We got Pub Time podcast in the house. Hit that hashtag FOOP50 real quick, and get in on a $50 gift card to FOOP, guys. I'm about to hit it, but we only got 30 people in on it. We've got 80 people hanging out right now, and only 30 people want $50 for free. Goodness gracious, Nikki, get your husband in on here. Get you and your husband both hashtag it. I'm not kidding. No, I'm not kidding in the least. That's a $50 gift card. We want the FOOP wants anyone and everyone to check it out, even if you don't plan to use it. You know, that'd be a hell of a gift to someone, and then they can get to check out the FOOP. Anybody that uses nutrients on plants, it's not just for cannabis, it's not just for indoors, it's not just for outdoors, it's for any kind of plant out there, and there's all kinds of products they have now. So get your hashtags in there. And over there on the Rumble, guys, you can hashtag. I'm seeing Sean. I see a lot of my
the Facebook page too.
Yes, the Facebook page and both pages can be hashtagged even.
There you go.
Grow Fam Homestead and the Wayland the Indoor Farmer page. All right, there we go. FOOP 50, yeah. Heck yeah. What's up, Mr. Burns? So we're gonna hashtag this or hashtag. We're gonna hit this here. Then I'll give you one more. We'll give you 40 seconds till the 1 hour and 58-minute mark exactly, and we'll hit the hashtag.
Yeah, I do. That is something that I do struggle with, knowing when to quit. So I think I'm getting to that point soon in my business where I'm going to have to either, do it full time or maybe think about not doing it, or figure out a business model that I just do it and I'm okay with just doing a very curated version of it, like at farmers markets, and then just focusing on that instead of. So I don't know. Kind of want to. My goal has always been to have a brick and mortar, but I don't know if that'll actually be feasible or not.
It may not, with the way the style might change and the way that you work with other people. You might not need to. So right. I mean, why
That's
not?
Exactly right.
All right.
So that's what I'm testing out this year. Yep.
Good luck, everybody. Yes, Mr. Burns, thanks for pointing that out. No one is watching me tonight. No one's here. Got no love. He says the chat is dead. Thanks for popping in 2 hours into the show. We've been waiting for you. Everybody said, where's Mr. Burns? And then that's why they left. It was about a half hour ago. There was at least 60 people more additional in here. And they all said, is Mr. Burns in here? And I was like, I haven't seen him. And then, bam, they were like, all right, I'm out.
Speaking of that, it is 10 o'clock, and I'm going to turn into a pumpkin because it's a school night.
Yeah, that's okay. If you would like, maybe we can work on. I would like to. I should have said it earlier, but I was thinking of trying to buy something that we could do a giveaway with. But we could always, figure something out.
Absolutely.
Or maybe the online shop.
Email or Facebook or whatever, and we'll work it out, and I can definitely throw something together for sponsoring.
Yes, they're definitely. Heck yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you. Margaret does not have to be here. She's got the Hash and Dash immunity, so we won't worry about that. But yes, thank you again, Nikki. And if there's anything that you didn't say that you want to say, go right ahead. But otherwise, you have a great evening, and I'll let you go.
Thank you so much for having me on. This was a great experience. I really appreciate it.
Sorry, I was like a little unprepared tonight. I was just not feeling it, but I'm feeling a little better. So it's been a good show. Good show.
Great.
Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks again. Sankoty Sustainables, everybody. All right. Well, we've got a little bit of time. I guess I can. Here, I'm going to put myself in this one and do this. It was deflation night. Week 3 of flower begins tomorrow. It was defoliation. I wasn't able to correctly interpret the words in that way. And that, for that reason, I think I need to do a couple more dabs, guys, before we get out of here. Why not? Right? That was a heck of an episode. I'm sorry, everybody, that some people may have missed it, but it's going to be worth rewatching and watching if you haven't seen the beginning and watched throughout the episode. It was like we went almost to the hour and 45-minute mark without stopping, as far as with the awesome knowledge that she had and the information that she was sharing. But you all know that I get excited about sustainable actions, and this one is it was a different twist. Sustainable cleaners was not something on my radar really until we started talking. And I was thinking essential oils, for different things, but I wasn't thinking about a lot of what she had brought up tonight. So I'm interested for sure, at least to maybe replace some of the common cleaners that I use now. Right. Rolling a J now, Alan. All right, bros. If anybody is interested out there, also real quick, shouts out, guys. I still have several people to get to on the game night winners. I just, like I said, have just been feeling like dog crap the last couple of days. Excuse my French. So I'm hoping now I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Had some chicken soup, Took my mom to lunch today. Shouts out, Mom. Had some chicken soup at lunch. They kind of looked at me funny, like, that's all you want? Like, yeah, I just want a bowl of soup. Can I just get some of the soup du jour? What's the soup du jour? Soup of the day. That sounds good. I'll have that. Margaret, I'm excited to try FOOP. All right, well, congratulations, Margaret. Congratulations. We got Eric Prestonbach and Margaret Jett. Guess what? 2 of my subscribers on Locals. Shouts out. And guess what, guys? Locals is now being run on game night is now being run on Locals every Sunday. I'm pretty happy about that because it puts a much stronger connection to that paid subscription from you guys. I think if we can get to that point, we could shut off all the other destinations except for Locals for, say, the last half hour of the game or something. If you want to see who wins, you'll have to come on over to Locals. I don't know, something like that one day. Who knows? But hopefully we can get the number to go up on Locals. That's really all I'm hoping for one day. I don't know. Right now we've been kind of stuck. We've been going flatline like Mr. Burns has been talking about. I've just been flatlined for a while. But right now I've been running a Kickstarter campaign. So I talked about it earlier. Hopefully you guys can see it in your hearts to just go and share it for me. Go watch the video over there. It's free. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't even have to log in. If you click that link that I have pinned at the top of my page, it just takes you to my Kickstarter campaign, and let me know what you think of the video. I thought it was fun. I put some time and some heart into that video, so I would be really tickled pink if I just had some more feedback on that. But hey, what can you ask for in this day and age? Yeah, so Margaret, you're getting a gift card, so you're gonna have to figure out. You have to go to their website, check it out, see what there is to see on the old website of FOOP. I don't have the FOOP website memorized, but I don't know if it's foop.com, so don't quote me on that one. Oh, I meant to play the FOOP commercial though. So real quick, while I'm heating up this dab, guys, I got a good another 30 seconds heating up the old terp slurp. Gonna shut off the music and play us the FOOP Mist, because for some reason that's the only one I get to have. I need to get some other ones up in here. Other FOOP commercials up in here. But the FOOP Mist is something I'll be showing off here soon. I do have some to show off. So here it is, y'all. Shouts out to FOOP, everybody. Margaret, that is a good question. I would guess the answer is yes, but I will tell you I'm not 100% sure. Got my package today from Maccabee's Live Market. Thanks, Alan. I know it took me a while, guys. There's many reasons, but Margaret and Alan, you both should be getting yours, and Terry Browder should be getting his as well, and one other person. Was it Michael Gray? I forget the last one, but it's okay. I finally got all 4 of those out. I waited till 4 so I could use it. Anyway, it was an anxiety I had about my page. I didn't want to waste. Like I literally still have a wasted corner of the labeling paper that I buy, and I do not like that for some reason. So I do everything I can to make sure that there are 4 before I print them out. Waste not, want not, I guess, everyone. Look at this beautiful little jar from the organic outlet. You guys can't really see it, but it's like it looks like a wooden top. All right. Ooh, that wonderful goodness. It's like honey. Not 100% sure if there's crystals inside there or if. There we go. We got some from the bottom. Scoop up that bottom stuff. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming through, everybody that did. 51 people on the Facebook, which I don't think is true. It says there's a bunch on X, but that's not real. X has a glitch going on right now. There's only 20 people watching from the homestead and 6 people from my page. Goodness. I guess I see where I rate this week. Cheers. Pub time. Hopefully I see you tomorrow on the show, brother. I don't have a plan for tomorrow's topic on people in the boxes, but we'll come up with something good. It'll be something. I don't know. Well, I don't know what we're talking about. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We could talk about organic soaps. Got plenty of that knowledge in my head now. Well, it has been a wonderful evening, everybody, but I feel like I've worn out my welcome on the interwebs tonight. Let's see what we can do tomorrow night. Plus, I should probably go get some more rest. I think I slept for about 12 hours overnight. Well, I tried to for 12 hours. I got quite a bit of sleep, though. Two experiment plants of definitely different sizes. Okay. I know you said your babies were getting bigger earlier. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape your booty. Oh, that's all right. All right. I think that's going to be it for me, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. Well, I mean, I guess I could. No, I'll just do that on my phone afterwards. I'll try to take care of some of the winners, but I also might just go lay down. We'll see. Have patience with me, guys. I do appreciate it. 15 awesome people watching on the Rumble. I can always count on the Rumble. Guys, if you haven't followed me on Rumble, I hope you are. If you're watching on Rumble, haven't got new followers on Rumble in a while. I have high hopes for you over there. I might have to just make some random political titles to get people to pop through. It'd be funny. There's a 2-node size difference between them. Okay. Definitely interesting. Good night, Eric. Good night, brother. Yeah, guys, check it out tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Central Time, People in the Boxes. And you got 6 o'clock Central Time, the Certified Terpy Thursdays with Sir Steve-O, of course. Have a great evening. Hopefully you all get some good, much-needed rest like myself. Let me switch things up a little bit here. Present my outro. Yeah, definitely been feeling a few steps off the last few days, guys. Hopefully everybody else is in good health out there. But yes, remember, like tonight's topic, like tonight's theme, keeping it organic, sustainable. Every single person on the planet has to eat. Remember that.